Hi, everybody. I am Brenda Leidy. I'm going to go forward. Let me see. Let me make sure I've got this. Hey, it's been a while since I did a Zoom um, uh, professional development. So let me make sure I've got this going. I'm trying to, there we go. Perfect. Okay. Just making sure I've got this. We are going to be talking about budget and decision making today, you guys. I'm excited to see everybody here today. Bear with me as I try to navigate through this. At least I stayed in my classroom today. Last time I did one of these, I did it from home, and my dog started barking so bad that everybody else on the had their dogs. And next thing you know, all the dogs are barking because all the dogs are looking around looking for the dog. So anyway, a little bit about me, you guys. I'm going to get going. A little bit about me, you guys. My name is Brenda Leidy. I was born and raised in Pasco. I still live here. Of course, I moved away for a little bit, but moved back. I attended Columbia Basin College, Eastern Oregon University, and Central Washington University. And I attended those later on in life. I'm kind of a late bloomer, is going back to college, and I did make good choices in school, and I ended up being a high school dropout. So I'm really proud of my accomplishments for going back to school later on, you guys. I spent 28 years in compensation and benefits administration with Costco Wholesale and Richland School District. Kind of opened up Costco Wholesale way back in the 80s, you guys. So it was a great experience for me, as well as a great opportunity to start with that company. I volunteer for a variety of organizations. I feel that giving back to others is really important. When I was in my worst time in life, everybody was always helping me out. So I feel it's really important that I pay back. And so I volunteer a lot, Junior Achievement, Internal Revenue Service, United Way, Salvation Army. I'm always trying to help somebody. And I'm also really good, you guys, at helping everybody navigate the retirement maze for DRS. And since I did that for 12 years for Richland School District before stepping out to teach, the last 11 years I have been teaching at Chiawana High School in Pasco, Washington. And we are the largest high school in the state of Washington. So really fortunate to work here. And the last 9 years, I've had the involvement with FEP. I have been involved with them. And then recently this summer, I was appointed to the high school appointee by the superintendent for financial education. So I'm excited about that. And I am a morning person, you guys. My students tell me, Miss Leidy, how many cups of coffee do you drink every morning? So I am a morning person. So let's get going, you guys. Enough about me. We're going to be talking today, you guys, about decision making, budgeting, and first off, we're going to look at the budgeting, and we're going to be looking at needs and wants. We're going to focus on our key vocabulary first and know the vocabulary that we have to have. I'm going to be showing you guys today the lessons that I use in my own classroom. At least we're not in person. I always do better in person, but I'm going to be showing and demonstrating you guys and showing you students' work of the different lessons that I use. We'll be talking about decision making, you guys, which is so important out there, especially with the needs and the wants. And it's such a huge portion of our decision making process in deciding if it's a need or a want. We're going to be, oh, look I've got key vocabulary twice. Oops, that's a boo-boo. Sorry about that, you guys. I moved it to the front and forgot to get rid of it. We're going to look at needs and wants, and we're going to look at budgeting. And I'm going to, as well as I go along, you guys, I'm going to show you guys lessons. And then we're going to analyze, we're going to look at the 50-30-20 budget, and we're going to take a peek at that. We're going to analyze a 50-30-20 budget. And then you guys are going to have the resources to take right back to your own classroom. I really want you guys to let me know if you guys have a question, drop it in the chat or unmute yourself and ask me, because this is a professional development. And just like if I have students in my classroom, they're going to raise their hand and say, hey, Miss Leidy, I don't understand or something. So please, you guys, please holler at me and let me know or drop it in the chat. I've got a few of them looking at the chat. So this way it'll help us or help me, you guys. And I'm kind of a little bit nervous anyway, so bear with me. We're going to be looking at the 50-30-20 budget today, you guys. It's a budget that I really, really like, and my students like it. They get it. And I've worked with many, many budgets over the years. And this is the one that really I showed to my students about a year and a half ago. I found it and I thought, you know, I'm going to throw it out to my students, and they really, really get it. So I'm going to provide some resources as well for you guys to take back to the classroom too. Okay. When I talk about the 50-30-20 budget, the 50% is needs, 30% is wants, and 20% is savings and debt. And we will get right to there. Okay. And we'll kind of talk about it, you guys, as we go along, and I'll show you guys lessons as well. The key vocabulary that we need to know needs and wants in creating a budget is because it's important in the 50-30-20 budget. We have our 4 key vocabulary words that we really need to make sure that the students understand before we begin the lessons. We've got a need, you guys, and a need is something necessary to live or function. We have to have it. And the other one is a want. A want is something that can improve the quality of your life. Hey, we all have those, because my lists of wants are huge. And I'm sure your guys are the same as mine. And sometimes when I'm out, I'm like, oh, is this a need or a want, Brenda? I have to go put it back, because it's really hard to differentiate between them both, you guys. And sometimes I go, oh, I really need it. So then we have net income, you guys, is the take-home pay after deductions. The great thing about the 50-30-20 budget is that it uses the net income. It uses that net income that you're taking home, which makes it more easier. And I think for people to understand, as well as my students, because they're like, Miss, I'm able to get my paycheck and I'm able to put it out 50-30-20 on my budget, and they just get it. So when we talk about a budget, you guys, that's just a plan that outlines what money you expect to earn or receive, your income, and how you will save or spend it for a given period of time. A lot of times people will call them spending plans as well as budget. So what I'm going to do, you guys, is I'm going to go into kind of show you guys just a little bit about why it's important before needs and wants, and why it's important in the decision-making process. It is so important in the financial decision-making process, our needs and wants. When we talk about needs and wants, you guys, it's so important to differentiate between them, because if we don't, then we're going to be spending all of our money on wants. And I always tell my students, you guys are going to be spending all your money on wants, and before you know it, we're going to be selling all those wants to pay for our needs, because we have to have our needs in life to be able to survive. And needs and wants, you guys, they really help us make informed spending decisions. And how can they help us? They're going to help us by kind of deciding, like me, you guys, I will go shopping. I'll be up at Walmart and I got all kinds of stuff in my cart. And I'm like, what the heck? These are wants. I need to go put these back. Do I really need another pair of shoes, or do I really need another shirt? So I put them back. So it's really important, you guys, when we decide on decision-making between the needs and the wants. And there's such an important, so important as far as learning, you know, deciding between both of them and differentiating between if it's a need or a want, because we all have needs and wants. In the chat, you guys, I want you guys to name a need and a want for me. Okay, can you guys do that? Anybody out there? If you guys are right there by your computer, some of you guys might be on your phone and you guys might not be able to. I'm going to kind of peek at the chat and yeah.
We've already been getting some really great responses, some funny ones too.
Yeah, oh, I bet, huh? Yeah, some like my kids today. We're actually working on this lesson today, you guys. And so my kids, we get in some great discussions on needs and wants. Let's see what you guys got in here. You guys have safe home. Yeah, a want, a palace. Yes, we just talked about that today, about a mansion, you guys. And shelter. Yep. A new computer. Yeah. But then kind of sometimes, you guys think about it, a new computer, especially if you're a college student, you kind of think, is that really a need or a want? It probably might fall under the needs. Yeah, I love them, you guys. Good job there. Need groceries.
Did you see
Yes,
the
want.
Mustang under wants, Brenda?
Yeah.
I
What
like
was
that
it?
one. A Mustang?
Oh, a Mustang? Is that a
Yeah,
Mustang car or a
a
Mustang
car.
horse?
No, I think it was a car. Yeah.
Okay, okay. I'm trying to read that Moana fancy dinner. Oh, yes, I love it. Heat and a massage. Woo! Yes, I love it. Food and shelter, very expensive holiday trip. I love it, you guys. Food, groceries, eating out. Need shoes, yes. Nike Air Jordans, yes. We just talked about that today, you guys, as far as having a Nike shoes, is that a need or a want? Need electricity. I love it. Good job, you guys. I love electricity and fancy clothes. Woohoo! Those designer clothes, you know how we love to have them. Yes. Thanks, you guys, for putting those in there. And